Yo, what up, everybody? It's week 13 coming up. We finally got Thursday Thanksgiving games. Of course, we got Dallas and Detroit at home, and then we get the Ravens and Bengals in the nighttime. Packers and Lions to start it off in the morning, and then Chiefs and Cowboys. This shit's going to be great Thanksgiving. It might be a couple blowouts, but at least your day will start on a great note with this Packers and Lions game.
For sure. This is going to be a fun week. I think that this is kind of a prove-it game for both of these teams. They've both been in a tough spot. They're coming off of wins where Green Bay pulled off a great blowout dub. That's something that they've been needing after winning some dinky games.
Yeah, for sure. I fully agree with you. Even though their offense still doesn't look like it's fully what it needs to be.
It's slowly getting there. Detroit is another sputtering team that is just barely pulling off some wins too. And for that reason, I'm taking Green Bay here. I'm taking them on the spread and the money line just because of the shakiness of Detroit. I know it's at Detroit, but New York was just at Detroit, and they looked damn good against Detroit. Jameis Winston looked like a passing god.
I am with you in pretty much all of what you said. The Packers their defense looked really great last week. The Lions were struggling very much on both sides of the ball. I think the Packers kind of get off against the Lions this week on offense. However, I think the Lions take it. I'm taking the Lions -2.5 only because it's in Detroit. If it was in Green Bay, it would probably be Packers -2.5, and I would take them at home. This is going to be a damn good game, and it would not surprise me if it ends up going over the 48.5 points. The Lions defense looks weak as shit overall. I know this team can be so much better than how they're playing right now, and it's driving me crazy watching them. After that, in the afternoon, we get Chiefs in Dallas. It's a 3.5 point favorite on the road. That seems really low after they just took the Colts to overtime and won. It's still Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They just beat one of the best teams in the NFL. On the flip side of that, the Cowboys did too.
But at the same time, these teams are light years apart in where they're at. I feel like KC knows what's going on. They feel where they're at. I don't think the Cowboys can fully engulf the pressure and catch a win right here.
If Rashee Rice doesn't play, if he's really in danger of not playing, with this new motivated and just brand new energy that I've never seen out of a group this bad on defense before, they look so good now compared to what they did 3-4 weeks ago. I think they can push the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs -3.5 because they're light years of a better football team. If Rashee Rice doesn't play, I think I might flip to Dallas +3.5. Either way, I'm taking the Chiefs on the money line.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs pull this one off either way, too. KC loves this game. They're going to come in here and they're going to shit all on America's team and just walk on out of here.
I could very well see that. If Rashee Rice plays, he's going to eat on this Dallas secondary.
I think they're hoping Rashee Rice sits out on purpose. Just so he doesn't come back to Dallas.
I will say this. If he sits out, under 52.5 looks pretty nice.
Potentially, yeah.
But if he plays, it might be over. Because I know the Cowboys are going to score some points. The Chiefs' defense is live as fuck. If they're getting turnovers on us, then the game's over. If Dallas has any turnovers, then the Chiefs are going to cover 3.5 for sure. That's just how the game is going to be. If they're winning the turnover margin by +1, +2, they're going to be very much in this game. If it's negative whatsoever, they're fucked.
Yeah, no chance. Next up, we got Cincinnati and Bengals. I don't know if I said it on the last one before we get to
Cincinnati and Baltimore.
I know, I got distracted because I don't think I said my lines for the last one before we get too far. I have the Chiefs -3.5 and Chiefs on the money line.
I agree with you. I am taking the Chiefs, but if Rashee doesn't play, fuck it, let it ride on the Cowboys.
Next up, we've got Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens. I think this one's going to throw a little twist. They've got the Ravens here favored at 7 points. I'm saying screw that. This is a Joe Burrow comeback game. If he doesn't play, obviously take the Ravens. But it looks like he's coming back for this game. I'm taking the Bengals on the +7. I'm taking them on the money line. I think that they're going to pull this game off. They're going to be hyped off of Joe Burrow coming back. And maybe they don't have a shot at the playoffs, but Joe Burrow is going to try to give them every shot at making the playoffs. So I think they're going to walk in. They're going to play a better game than the Jets played against these Ravens. So if the Jets put up that good of a game, then I think that the Bengals will put up that much better of a game. That gives them a darn good chance to beat these guys. So let's see.
I'm super torn here. Part of me feels like the Ravens are going to step in here at home on Thanksgiving and just blow the doors off the Bengals. I really have a feeling that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to take the Ravens -7. But I'm rooting for Joe Burrow comeback game, everything that you just said. I really hope that's what happens. I just have a feeling the Ravens are going to come in here, get their shit together, realize, dude, if we don't start clicking now, I mean, it's over with.
Yeah.
AFC can be wide open in the playoffs. It really can be. You know, anybody can beat anybody right now. It's the NFL.
And no team, like none of these teams are by far and away better than anybody.
No.
Like the Chiefs are finally down off their God tier level and back.
Yeah, dude, the fact that I just picked the Cowboys potentially to be in a close game with them is absurd. We'll see. The only reason I did that, by the way, is because it's in Dallas. Also, side note, I should have said earlier, the Colts doing that in Kansas City, the Colts are legit as fuck.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're a good team. Jonathan Taylor's insane.
He didn't even have a good game, but like
he just makes the plays that you need him to make in the moments that you need him to make it.
Exactly.
You know, like it's not even about him having a big game all the time. In terms of just playing football, regardless of stats, that man is out there doing his thing. He's picking up the 2-3 yard minimal carries that you need to get that first down. Keep the drive going and stay competitive. Next up, we've got Bears-Eagles.
A Black Friday game again. Hell yeah.
Yes, I love a good Friday game. This is going to be fun. Part of me wants to say that this is going to be a close and competitive game based on the way that the Eagles defense has been playing, which is like shit, and the Bears offense has been playing pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and choose to think that the Eagles come into this as a redemption game and a get-right game on a Bears defense that they can easily beat the hell out of. I think that they're going to cover this 7 points. I'm going to take them on the spread and the money line. I think the Eagles catch this dub at home on a Bears team that is at the top of their division, but is definitely beatable.
Yeah, I'm going to continue the trend of everything I've been saying and whatever has been going on, and I'm going to take the Bears +7, and I'm going to take the Eagles on the money line. I think the Eagles will definitely win this game at home in Philadelphia on Friday game. However, their defense has not been looking that great overall. I think Caleb Williams is playing good. Ben Johnson is calling the shit out of these plays. This team looking good. I still believe that this loss streak is about to begin. And it's going to start right here. I thought they were going to lose to the Steelers last week, but we'll see if I'm wrong about this whole thing. Maybe they're a really, really good football team. If they do upset the Eagles, I will eat my words, though. We'll see. I do think it'll be closer than it should be. In my head, the Eagles are way head and shoulders above the Bears. But I think the Bears are going to keep this within a touchdown.
It's definitely possible. They keep games close.
I think it's going to be like a 5-6 point game.
Could be. I think the Eagles just so happen to run off. Next up, we got Houston and Indianapolis. This is a big division game, especially for the Texans, who have been on a 3-game streak now with Davis Mills at quarterback. It looks like he's going to play again this week. Beware. But the Colts just put up a very, very good game against the Chiefs, like we were talking about in our last video and just a few moments ago. But I don't know why they have this game at 4.5 points other than the Texans' defense. I think this game has Colts written all over it. And we just saw James Cook rip this fucking defense in half. And if he did that, then Jonathan Taylor's going to walk in and rip this defense in half too. I fully expect for the Colts to walk in here and pull this game off easy.
I don't think it's going to be that easy. And I actually think it's a pretty solid line personally. But I am going to agree with you and take the Colts -4.5. I really don't think they run off on them. I think they win by a touchdown, maybe less, honestly. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game whatsoever. The Texans' defense is very legit. I mean,
I think that line is good.
I think it's a fair line.
It's going to be like a 24-17 type game, yeah.
That's cool. I do think the Colts cover the 4.5, though.
For sure. Next up, we got Jags, Titans. This should be a walk in the park for the Jags. Titans have been getting beat, although they have been keeping things close like we've been talking about all year. They looked much better last week than they have been in recent weeks, and I think that's just a fact of everything coming together now because they've had some comfortability under this new interim head coach. This game is going to be really competitive, but I think that towards the end of the game, Jacksonville just kind of pulls off a little bit, kicks that field goal, gets the 10-point lead, maybe a 13-point lead type deal, and that's the game.
I'm with you all the way. I'm taking Jags -6.5. They're fully in the playoff race at this point in time. I keep saying I'm not ready to call them a legit team, but this week they're playing the divisional opponent that's much weaker than them. They have technically a prove-it game at this point to me. They have a chance to play another bullshit game where they fall behind and have to come back and probably won't cover the spread, or they can come out of here first quarter and put a beat down on them like they just did the Chargers a couple weeks ago. Maybe not in that such a severe degree, but they really can, and they really should in Tennessee's home.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting out of this team right now, and I want to see it again. And then at that point, I'll pretty much be fully on this Jaguars train.
Yeah. Next up, we got Niners Browns. This is going to be a good game solely because of the Browns defense. However, the Niners they're a better team. I think their offense, Christian McCaffrey, is just going to run on this Browns defense. They should be able to pull off by more than a touchdown and ultimately run away with this game. Give me the Niners all the way through on the spread and the money line. This just has Niners written all over it.
I'm taking the Niners -6. Shador's getting his second start. We'll see what he does. This is a very, very injured 49ers defense. They're definitely not playing at their peak in any sense of the word. However, I feel like they're still a middle-of-the-pack defense regardless. They have dudes that are playing really hard. I don't know if Shador I don't think he's going to be able to pull off this win, regardless of how good the Browns defense plays. The 49ers are just a really good football team, and they're a really, really well-coached football team. I mean, we just have to keep in mind that he was playing the Raiders last week.
Next up, we got Saints-Dolphins. This is a Dolphins must-win, especially if the coach wants to keep his job and Tua wants to keep his job, and they want any shot at going anywhere this season. They have to win this game. I think that ultimately they will pull this off. I've got them on the spread and the money line. There's no reason that Miami should not be at home and win this game against a weak Saints team. Give me Miami all the way.
I'm taking Miami -6. The Saints did not look good at all against the Falcons last week at home. I'm taking the Dolphins -6 for sure. They need to win this game. Just this team, I swear, man, they need to win. They're coming off of a bye week. They're on a pretty good streak overall, but I still feel like Mike McDaniel's job is in extreme jeopardy if he loses a single game at this point.
Yeah, no, it's definitely riding right on the edge.
Especially to the Saints. If he loses to the Saints, it's over for him. I feel like.
No, that's a win or a loss that you can't take. You've got to win that game no matter what.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm taking the Dolphins all the way. The Saints proved nothing last week, and Kamara got hurt.
Yeah, no, he's done.
I don't know. Is it a serious injury or?
I have no clue.
I just saw he was out of the game with a knee injury.
Kamara's probably done for a little while. Wouldn't surprise me if they kept him out just because. Next up, we got Rams-Panthers. They've got the spread on here at 10. I'm going to go ahead and rock that 10 points and take the Rams. I think that this really humbles a Panthers team at home in a game that maybe they're naive enough to think that they might have a chance of winning after beating Green Bay. I don't think they stand a chance, and I think they just get their asses absolutely handed to them.
We'll see how it happens tonight in San Francisco, and obviously we'll add that onto our review video later. I don't really care what happens tonight in San Francisco. I think the Panthers are going to play the 49ers in a pretty good game, and like you said, I think it's going to give them a lot of false confidence going into this game, and the Rams are going to beat the shit out of them. The Rams are so on fire right now, it's insane.
Yeah. And like for the record,
I'm taking the Rams -10.
Even if the Panthers beat the Niners in their game,
it doesn't matter.
I'm not taking them. That's just a bluff game. That's
and then, dude, honestly, I kind of hope they do, because I bet it would change the line to like Rams -7 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
That'd make it sweet.
Take the Rams.
For sure.
They're on fire. Matthew Stafford looks crazy right now.
Absolutely. Next up, we got Atlanta versus the Jets. This is pretty straightforward to me. I think this is the Kirk revenge tour. This man is going on a roll. He looked good against the Saints. Yes, it was the Saints, but now he can step it up a little bit of a degree with a better Jets defense under Aaron Glenn. Give me those Falcons on the 2.5 points. Give them to me on the money line. They're going to win this game. I don't know how they're going to do it. I think this is a good game for Kirk to really pick out a defense and figure it out and get on track.
I think he's going to look a lot better than Lamar Jackson just looked last week.
Yes, he should, unless he just walks out and starts throwing picks.
No, I think that the 2.5 point line is kind of disrespect at this point. I think this should be like a 6 point line or something like that. Give me the Falcons all day at -2.5. Next up is Tampa Bay and Arizona. At this point, I don't know what the deal is with Baker going forward with this injury. The Bucs are so hurt. This game is in Tampa Bay. The Cardinals keep losing close games. All they do is lose close games, bro. Jacoby Brissett really does look good. Their defense is play hard, but they just can't seem to close it out. They give it up at the end. Oh, man. This is a tough game for me to pick.
I'm taking the Bucs.
I have the Bucs written down.
They pull it off. They just pull off games like this. And we've talked about it before, how backup quarterbacks come into their game starting after a long time. They usually have a pretty good game. And he's at home. He's getting his weapons back. He's got Godwin and Mbuka. And he should have Bucky Irving in the backfield. That should help too. There's some pieces that should be back around him to help him out.
I want to take the Bucs -2.5, bro. You know, no. I'm gonna flip it. I'm picking against the Bucs for like the first time in forever. It feels like against the weakest team ever. But yeah, give me the Cardinals on the upset on the road on the money line +114 money line. Jacoby Brissett as another career game. Next up, we got Vikings on the road in Seattle. This is a 10.5 point spread. Seattle did not cover their 14-point spread against the Titans. However, they were up massively in the first half. I don't think this game will go quite the same way.
I think that this team puts up less of a fight.
Yes, they'll put up less
than
of a
what
fight.
The Titans put up.
Overall.
I think they're going to get their ass kicked because they're going to have to be running an undrafted free agent quarterback.
What's their quarterback?
Brock something.
Oh, shit. Okay, so if that's the case, go today, right now, and go take Seahawks -10.5. I was already going to take them, but yeah, now definitely take that.
And that 575 line is sweet.
The Vikings defense is still decent, though, dude.
And screw it.
It's way better than the Titans defense. My point was going to say is that I don't think the Seahawks are going to start the game off
They'll
anywhere
just methodically
near. Yes, but they're not going to gain some huge lead like they did last week.
Yeah.
Where the Vikings just are able to eat back into it against soft-ass defense.
No, it's going to be a nice overtime.
Yes, so that's why I'm taking the Seahawks -10.5, even if JJ were to play.
Yeah, either way. Next up, we got Chargers, Raiders. This game's in the pudding. I don't see this going any other way than to the Chargers. 10 points should be easy for the Chargers to spread on a weak Vegas team. I'm taking them on the money line and the spread. They should run off on this one. And this, like after a bye week, they should be fresh. Herbert needs to run away with this game.
Is Almarian Hampton coming back this week? He's supposed to be coming back soon, I think. Either way, though, the way we just saw the Browns beat this team, the Chargers have so many more skill players and, Justin Herbert as their quarterback. I don't see them having an issue with the Raiders. They should cover 10 points, no problem. Hopefully they get it done and don't keep fucking around like we've seen them do against weaker teams this year. Next up, in the afternoon window, another really, really good game, hopefully. We get the Bills and the Steelers in Pittsburgh. Don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be back or not. Either way, I'm going to take the Bills -3.5 on the road. I think they barely get it done, though. I think it's going to be like between 4 and 10 points. It's not going to be some massive beatdown.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a crazy beatdown. This is definitely going to be a get-right game for them, though. I think that they need to they need to win this game. If they lose this game, they are down bad as hell. But yeah, no, they need to really right the ship. I think this is a chance to do so, especially if Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. So if Aaron Rodgers is playing, this is going to be tough. But give me the Bills anyways. I'll take them on 3.5 points and the money line.
Yeah, for sure.
Next up, we got Broncos versus Commanders. This game is straightforward for me. I'm taking the Broncos through and through, money line and spread on the 6.5 points. They should beat this Commanders team no matter what. Our defense is so good with or without Patrick Surtain that I think we just rip them apart. And especially when we're going to be expecting the quarterback run out of Mariota too. I just don't think they stand a chance. So go ahead and give me the win. I think we can take this chance too to help the offense continue to get better. I'm looking for a good Broncos win here.
Yeah, I think that this is one of the best lineup of games that we've seen all season, and it's coming Thanksgiving week, which is awesome. I'm kind of shocked they put Broncos and Commanders as the Sunday night game. It should be a blowout.
Well, it was supposed to be Knicks and Jaden, so like top two QBs from last year.
I guess that's fair. But yeah, Broncos should beat their ass.
100%.
-6.5, no problem. I'm taking that all day.
Yo, on Monday, we got Giants, Patriots. I think they've got this line at 7.5 solely because the Giants kept it pretty close against Detroit. I think New England is going to be much more awake and fully expecting like a Giants team that's going to come in and put up some fight. And I think ultimately they're going to get the better of them. Go ahead and take Patriots on the money line, take them on the spread. I think that they run away with this game, and they do it in a much more convincing fashion than we just watched Detroit win.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm taking the Giants plus 7.5, but I am going to take the Patriots on the money line. I think it's going to go pretty similar to both of their games, how they went last week. The Patriots are going to play not the best football, and they're going to get away with it of a win at the end of the day, and the Giants are going to play a good game against a better opponent, and they're not going to be able to get it done at the end of the day. It wouldn't surprise me at all if, similar to last week, they're playing from ahead for a significant portion of the second half. Taking the Giants plus 7.5, Patriots on the money line. I think that's it. So y'all please like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on our other platforms like TikTok and Instagram, and we'll catch you next week. See ya.